Today on 2K TV postseason. We have a 2K TV interactive special with tons of VC on the line, and the road to the finals brackets are
Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday night action right here on 2K Sports. It's Chicago facing Milwaukee. And it's Chicago to start out. Let's check out Chicago's starting. Rose is out there with Michael Jordan, on Kemp, and there's Carter, and it's Noel.
And really the defense fouling there prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
No reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to.
And he misses the second as well, so he is over. And Hodges kicks. Has to some solid row.
The bucket, but still convert. Story with him.
The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Off three. Moncrief against. Moncrief kicks to Pressey. No good on.
They got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't.
Yeah, it didn't go down. Make that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Cummings. Kicks to Pressey. Nice movement by Milwaukee. On Jordan. Got the D out of position.
Good make. Things underway.
Yeah, and always a relief. I those first points out of the way and actually get that first and that first bit of contact in the game because it just settles you down.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was far off.
Good. Here's Pressey. Moncrief El Cid with it. Now guarded by and finished off by Lister.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Buries it down low. Rose has got his first points of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option ever they need one.
Hodges against Rose, and Hodges kicks to Pressey. They get it again. Now the pass to Hodges. To the wing right side.
It's almost as if he's allergic to layups. I mean, has got to throw it down at every opportunity.
You know his teammate seeing him explode to the rim.
They most certainly do, guys. That gets everybody up off the bench, too.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. McKeskey's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Rose. A stupendous finish in traffic. Rose has got his second bucket.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And so it's Milwaukee now. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And Pressey gets it to go.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Chicago trails by 3. Rose kicks to Jordan. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Rose against Hodges. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Hodges against Rose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. Down low. Creef hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Rose kicks to. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Hodges the pass to Moncrief. Lister with a screen on Jordan. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
A different look for Milwaukee. Brewer is checked in for Lister. Pierce comes in for Pressey. And Dunleavy's subbed in for Hodges. Chicago trailing here. Outside Rose. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw up off the floor after that one, guys.
Here's Dunleavy. It's Pierce with the drive. From down in the low post, it goes.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. For that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
And the first time out, called.
He did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Davis is checked in for Moncrief. Chicago with the ball. Trailing by. Stopped by.
And really epitomizes what a guard should be. Skilled as a actually the creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Dunleavy. No luck. Now Chicago it the other way. Carter kicks to Jordan. Here's Rose. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 10 points for Rose.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to all.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
With the aggression they're showing early on, and they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Chicago making a switch here. Iverson's checked in. Now here's Noel, and he goes in for the dunk.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
Lets a floater go, and it's laid in by Pierce.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Dunleavy. Davis sets a screen. And there's the 3-second violation. Chicago leading. Here's Iverson. And he drops it.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row. in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Just 3 on the clock. Can't get it to go. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Chicago leads by. And now the second quarter just getting set. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
Milwaukee trails by 4. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Chicago right now, they've got Noel. Rose is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Kemp and it's slot. Clock at 6. Here's Hodges. Drills the three-pointer. Hodges has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Milwaukee. Rose dishes to Noel. Marvelous lead pass. Throws it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game.
All stolen. It's tipped. Moncrief fell Sid with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. A baseline J, and it's Chicago with the rebound.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Hodges against Jordan. And Hodges kicks to Cummings. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Nice D from Rose. Here's Carter. Oh, that's blocked. Here is Hodges. The feet to Pressey. Shot misses. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Milwaukee trails by 5. Right wing. Cummings inside. He's against Kemp. Just can't hit. That drive by Carter. Here's Rose. And here's Jordan outside. Cummings grabs the board. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Fast break, Milwaukee. Moncrief the pass to Lister. And Hodges kicks to Moncrief. Looking to end the drought. It's deflected. Jordan against Hodges. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Runner on the wing. Back to Noel. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. To the right side. Jordan against Moncrief. Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Chicago leading by 5. Carter drives in. To the middle. Here's Kemp. It's hauled in by Hodges.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Chicago calls timeout. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. McKeskey's checked. Davis comes in for Pressey. Pierce is checked in for Moncrief. That's Dunleavy in for Hodges. And Chicago also making a switch. Anthony's checked in.
Ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
Passes it to McKeskey. Dishes to Pierce. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 1:58 left to play here in the half. Fast break, Milwaukee. Dunleavy with the ball. Good. Pierce has got 6.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Chicago leading by 3. And it's Rose penetrating. Takes it. Converts the layup.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Right side Davis. 6 to shoot. Here's Cummings. Not enough on that one as it misses. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Picked by Cummings. Dunleavy kicks to Pierce. Feeds it to Dunleavy. And he's good on the 3-ball. Dunleavy's got 5. Chicago leading. Here's Rose. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. He has 12 points and 4 assists. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's really hard to put in words just what he's doing out on the floor.
The first free throw is good. Milwaukee making a switch here. Brewers checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Butler comes in for Sean Kemp. And Iverson in for Jordan.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Dunleavy kicks to Pierce. Wide open. There's the ball. Pierce has got 4 points in the quarter.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Now results in that shot.
And it's Drummond missing.
You've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. It's Chicago. They're up by 5. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Guys, we saw some amazing dunks from him. I can't imagine he'll be able to top those in these last 2 quarters, but I'd love to see him try.
Milwaukee trails by 5. Cummings is out there with Lister. Then it's Pressey. Then it's Moncrief. And it's Hodges. And it's the group from right now. Rose kicks to Carter. And the foul call on. That is all the game.
Nice move. And I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
So for Chicago, Kemp comes in for Trey Drummond. And it's Jordan in for Iverson. Carter's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Moncrief against. There's Moncrief. Defense is right there. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That's good for Moncrief. Noel's checked in. Blake Griffin. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Chicago leading by 5. Noel down low. Defended by Lister. And Noel gets it to go on the assist by Rose. Rose has got 6 assists in the game. Pass to Lister. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
It's stolen by Cummings. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Nice shot from 10 feet out. And so here is Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Here's Jordan, and he gets it down.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah,
Awesome.
levitate.
Boy, hang time is sick.
Also to reverse it.
The 8-footer. Hodges misses. Chicago with the ball.
Oh!
Shot by Rose.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
For Milwaukee, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Chicago making a switch here. Carter Williams is checked in. Good on the second free. Chicago leading by 6. And he slams it one-handed.
I'll tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here's Moncrief. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Carter hits them both. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Got a hand on it. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Carter Williams. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going.
A perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebound
Damn, boy.
has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Milwaukee trails by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Oh, man, quit holding the damn ball.
Pressey against Carter.
Yes, well.
Sidney Moncrief on the wing. He has 7. And it's Noel with the rebound. Here's Chicago. They're on a 10-1 run right now.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Hodges against Carter.
Rick Hodges wrong.
Now the dish to Moncrief.
That's them niggas doo-doo. Even this motherfucker. Steady Moncrief. Beat out
This
Jordan.
with a screen on Jordan. Pocket 6. Out to the wing. 20 feet out. Can't hit. And it's Chicago the other way.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
It's Vince Carter on the wing. To the middle. It's stolen by Cummings. Fast break, Milwaukee. Moncrief the pass to Hodges. He kicks it to Cummings. And the rejection by Noel. Carter dishes to Kemp.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving. Never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brewer is checked in for Lister. Pierce comes in for Moncrief. And Dunleavy's subbed in for Hodges. Anthony's checked in for Chicago. Iverson comes in for Carter Williams.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Picked by Cummings. And the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee. McKeskey comes in for Cummings. Davis is subbed in for Pressey. Chicago also making some changes. Drummond comes in for Nerlens Noel. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Michael Jordan. They need this. Good D by Drummond.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Chicago?
Well, their passing has been picturesque. A thing in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but I also like the back because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
There's 49 seconds left in the third. Davis gets a wide open look. That one wide left.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these
Franchise
two
deal.
And it's been the difference.
Fight
That's
they
what's
lose
enabled
today.
them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Milwaukee trails by 18. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Pierce kicks to Dunleavy. Back to Davis. Left side Pierce. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Pierce has got 10.
If they think that kind of defense is going to get it done against him, they're mistaken.
The try by Iverson. The basket good off the assist from Wade. And Chicago leads by 18.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Chicago leading by 18. So for Chicago right now, Jimmy Butler is Kemp, and it's Rose. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Wade in at the 2 spot. Hodges the pass to Moncrief. Cummings against Drummond. Cummings can't hit.
Well, he any of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of when it comes to attacking the paint.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Pressey is checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Griffin's checked in for Andre Drummond.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Griffin. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Moncrief against Butler. Moncrief the pass to Hodges. Worked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Changes for Chicago. Nerlens Noel checks in for Griffin. Carter comes in for Butler. And Michael Jordan subbed in for Dwight. Hodges the pass to Lister. He dishes it to Pressey. Good for number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
That's a shot you shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Rose kicks to Kemp. That's tip. Moncrief against Jordan. Here's Hodges, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And Carter picks one up. You can see the leadership qualities on display right there, guys.
You know, he's their coach on the floor. There's no doubt about that. A great communicator, a great teammate, and as you mentioned, Kevin, a tremendous leader.
And both free throws. Hodges. Chicago leading by 19 points. The drive by Jordan, and it's thrown down with both hands.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here is Cummings to the inside. Pressey. Here's Moncrief. Jordan with the block. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
2 points, part-time.
And we're about 2 into the 4th quarter now. And Hodges kicks to Pressey. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Pressey's got 6 here in this quarter. Here's Chicago. The drive by Jordan, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time. And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Carter outside. He feeds it to Noel. Kemp kicks to Rose. 6 to shoot, and it's stolen by Moncrief. Pass to Hodges. Back to Moncrief. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Another miss by Moncrief.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
That's good from Carter. He hits one, then misses the second on the free throw line. Hodges against Rose. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pick by Cummings, and Moncrief gets it to go.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Dunleavy's check in for Milwaukee. And it's Rose penetrating.
How about the that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Here's Dunleavy, here's Cummings, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man on that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Now Dunleavy from deep, and Vince Carter pulls it down. And it's Rose penetrating, kicks it to Noel. Outside Jordan. And slam dunk by Noel.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. McKeskey's checked in for Lister. Davis comes in for Pressey. And it's Pierce in for Moncrief. For three, Dunleavy. And the shot is good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Chicago.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Rose. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Pressey dishes to Dunleavy. Davis sets a screen. Here's Dunleavy. He's covered by Rose. 5 to shoot. Takes a three. A rebound by Kemp. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The drive by Jordan. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Dunleavy. Outside, Davis. Now Dunleavy. Shot off the pick. And stolen by Noel. From deep. It's off. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.
I leveled up. Oh.